Hello guys! In this video I will talk about basics of JavaScript like code structure, variables and constants, data types and dynamic typing. If you're interested in these topics, bring your favorite drinks and let's enjoy. As we said in the introduction of JavaScript video, JavaScript it was created for make our web pages alive, so we can run JavaScript inside HTML by script element. Scripts can be placed in the body or in the head section of an HTML page, but for best practice, we put it at the bottom of the body tag. Placing scripts at the bottom of the body improves the display speed because script interpretation slows down the display. So let's write some JavaScript code console.log hello world. Here we are, we have hello world. Second way to write JavaScript is external files. This way, like separation of concerns, we put JavaScript in another file and put the name of this file in the source attributes of script tag inside body element. Refresh and we have hello world too. When you write your code in external file, it separates HTML and JavaScript and makes HTML and JavaScript easier to read and maintenance, and cached JavaScript files can speed up page loads. We can run JavaScript in Node.js, but Node is not necessary to run JavaScript. We use it to install npm packages. If you want to install Node in your machine, select latest version. So, Node is a program include Google V8 engine. So Node is environment to run JavaScript code. JavaScript's capabilities greatly depend on the environment it's running in. For instance, Node.js supports functions that allow JavaScript to read and write arbitrary files, perform network requests, and etc. The syntax of JavaScript is close to other languages, so we write our code in statements, and statements are syntax constructs and commands that perform actions. In JavaScript, a semicolon may be omitted in most cases when a line break exists, like alert hello. Here we don't have a semicolon at the end of the statement. Let's see the result. Here, JavaScript interprets the line break as an implicit semicolon. This is called an automatic semicolon insertion. In most cases, a new line implies a semicolon, but in most cases does not mean always. Like here. We have 5. In this example, a new line does not mean a semicolon. The output will be 5. It's obvious that if the line ends with a plus sign, then it is an incomplete expression. But there are situations where JavaScript fails to assume a semicolon where it is really needed, like here. Let's see the result. We have hello and error. Only the first hello shows. That's because JavaScript does not assume a semicolon before square brackets. So the code in the last example is treated as a single statement like this. So engine will see our statement like this, one line. Most of the time, JavaScript applications needs to work with information. Here's an example. An online shop. The information might include goods being sold and shopping cart. We can easily grasp the concept of a variable if we imagine it as a box for data, with a uniquely named sticker on it. For example, the variable message can be imagined as a box labeled message, with the value hello in it. We can put any value in the box. We can also change it as many times as we want. When the value is changed, the old data is removed from the variable. To create a variable in JavaScript, we use let keyword and the value of the variable. You may see var in old code. I will talk about var later. Constant is like let, but the value of the variable can't be changed. To declare a constant, unchanging variable, use const keyword. So constant, we can't change its value. So let's try. Hit save and refresh. We don't have anything. We have an error here because we changed constant, so it will appear an error. We have two data types: primitive type, reference type. Primitive, their value can contain only a single thing, like a string or number, boolean, whatever. Reference type, we're going to learn about it in later videos. Here I will show you some examples about primitive data type. Let's say we have a number variable with 5 value. We have a method called type of that return type of variables you declared. So let's console log type of num. So it returned number type. Let's change the value of num to string. And console log it. Refresh. We have a string. If we declare num without give it a value, type of will return undefined. Let's see. We have undefined. So undefined data type for unsigned value, it's a standalone type that has a single value undefined. There are two types of language: dynamically typed language and statically typed language. Statically typed language if the type of a variable is known at compile time. For some languages, this means that you as the programmer must specify what type each variable is. For example, Java, C, C++. Dynamically typed language where the type is associated with runtime values and not named variables. This means that you as a programmer can write a letter quick because you don't have to specify types every time, like Ruby, PHP, JavaScript, and more. And most scripting languages have this feature, as there is no compiler to do static type checking. So in JavaScript, the type of variable can be changed at runtime. In a static type language, the type of variable cannot be changed in the future. Like we saw in data types section, I declared variables without its type, and I changed it easily. If you like this video, hit like button and subscribe. In the next video, I will talk about conditional statements and loops. Comment what you want to know about JavaScript and web development. Thank you. See you later.